Depending on your problem or if you're doing a repair. This is at its rawest form now. We just build it from the top. So we have our base. Go ahead and throw that. Your vise. And what I'll do is I'll kind of put my finger in and hold that seat. Everything's in it. It will fall out, but if you go like that and get it just to get it started, shouldn't have any problems. You definitely want to make sure that your O-ring isn't crimped. Another way to do this, take that out a little easier so you don't have to worry about holding that seat. Just go ahead and hand tighten it in. It'll snug right up to the seat and your Teflon O-ring. That holds it in place anyway. So then you can go ahead and throw it in your vise and lock her down. Okay, and just grab your crescent wrench here. Actually a bigger spud wrench. You don't have to gorilla it on there, just get a nice good snug. You want to collapse that Teflon O-ring and create a nice good seal against your carbide seat and the foot. Set that off to the side. Alright, next. This is important when you're putting your fluid section back together. You want to get your guide first. There's an O-ring here as well. And this will all come in your repair kit if you're doing a repair. Go ahead and throw that on there first. You want to make sure that this is on top of your seal, on top of the guide. Now you want to put your pump rod in through the guide first, and it's got a nice little chamfered edge there, so you won't be catching the edge of that seal. And you want to put it in nice and center, and it doesn't go on too hard, but you just give it a nice slide up that way. Next, you want to put your concentric ball. This is what creates your seal down here on the bottom of the foot, so you want to put that on next. And go ahead and just set it right in your pump, and you can push your guide down and everything's in nice in line. You want to make sure that your seal and this Teflon seal protector goes on top like so, and it's nice and snug in there. Now we got our Teflon O-ring already in place. Just to show you one more time, and that seat's right up against this edge of the guide here. So what you want to do is kind of take a just take a ever so slight crimp on your O-ring there. You put this in first, drop it into your tube to where the point's in a corner, and push the other side down, and it'll make a nice tight fit so you're not fighting your O-ring dropping down in the pump tube. Now you take this, go right over top. Nice and easy, of course, and this is a snug fit, so just take your time, push it on nice and gently, and go ahead and get it threaded. Again, go hand tight, grab your crescent, snug it up, and you don't have to really wrench it on there. Give it a good, nice, snug fit. Okay, next. I like to grab it and readjust my pump into the vise, get more sturdy hold. Okay, next I showed you the bottom seal to our V-packing nut. So you want to drop this in first. It fits nicely over top of the pump rod. There's no force there. You just want to drop it down in there. Take a pick or something just to give it a push, but not too hard, just to make sure it's flat and seated in there correctly. Next, you've already assembled your V-packing set. So put that right over, slides right over top of the pump rod nicely, just like so. Thread her on in. Give it a nice little snug as well. Now at this point, with the seal system up top here, just go ahead and finger tight it until you get it back onto the pump. So you go ahead and just where you feel that, and that should really be ample depending on what it is that you're using in your pump, and that's good there. And if you start to see a little bit of a leak or whatnot, you can take your wrench, it's 11/16 as well, give it a half a turn, and that should probably do you. This doesn't have to be wrenched on there at all, and you just adjust accordingly to what it is that you're using it for. I like to just start off, like I said, finger tight and work it from there. Okay, that's pretty much your fluid section for the catalyst pump. Now you just reassemble back to the pump itself. And just do it the same way pretty much as when we took it off. Flip your fluid section over and go ahead and start it. Quick and simple. Just push it in there, make sure that that's nice and even. And since your compression's already been made, it's a good fit. You don't have to do anything extensive to make it fit. Just give it a good snug like that till you feel it stop. And that should be sealed up correctly. Your solid cup should be in place. What you want to do first is take a pump, line it up underneath, and line up your holes for your clevis pin. And then connect that up. Go ahead and connect that up and with your cotter pin. Then take your hose assembly, stick it up into your 90 from the tank, same way as you did with the fluid section. Make sure that it's all in there nice evenly. Hold your hose, and go ahead and make it up nice and finger tight. Take up your threads. And on this here, you're going to want to back up your assembly here. Being that it's plastic, has a tendency to move, whatnot, and you don't want to, we have a good seal here, you don't want to break that seal. Take a pair of channel locks, hold it right here at the 90 or at your T, just to back it up so you don't move our fitting, and just a nice snug like that. And that's it for the base pump for the CATalyzer.